As we get closer to the 2024 presidential election, Cornel West sets his sights on a key battleground state. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video today. It is time that we talk about the 2024 presidential election. Now, let me be clear about something before we start. I am not 100% saying Joe Biden's losing Michigan or Donald Trump's winning the state. With that being said, however, this headline should scare the living crap out of the Biden campaign. Cornel West sets his sights on a key battleground state, Michigan. And when you look at the demographics of the state, when you look at what Cornel West's campaign is, you start to realize, oh boy, if Cornel West gets on the ballot, Biden may be in deep trouble in the state. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. Now let me be clear about something. Like I said, not saying Trump's going to win the state, but this is big news. Cornel West's entire campaign is banking on dissatisfied Democrats who are more progressive. They're people of color, etc. And what's the state of Michigan like? We'll get to that in a second, but first, again, independent presidential hopeful Cornel West is taking aim at Michigan by courting voter groups that Joe Biden is struggling with, in a state where a single percentage point could make the difference for the president's re-election bid. West will take his threadbare campaign to the state early next year to rally support among Arab American voters, environmental justice advocates, and university students and indigenous peoples. That's his strategy. That's his entire campaign in a nutshell. People of color. But in particular, ones that have been Democrat for years, decades. African Americans, university students, and in recent years, Arab American voters. Now, funny enough, people seemingly forget, they used to be Republican. Like, Arab Americans used to be like a heavy Republican group. I believe Bush won like 80% of them in 2000, but then something happened in 2001 and, well, they swung heavy against him. And ever since then, they have been super Democrat. But in the past, I would say 2 months in particular, Arab American voters are really pissed off at Biden with how he's handling the Israel-Hamas war. They think they're getting screwed. Now, I disagree with them, but if they're getting that pissed at Biden where it's like, there's some polls where he drops to single digits with them, it's like, dude, I don't know what you did, but that's not good. That is not good you're doing that bad with a group that has been 80% Democrat for 20 years or so. But the state of Michigan in particular, the reason Cornel West is going all in is a very diverse population, which gives him an opportunity to court support at a time when Biden's weaknesses with voters of color is becoming more pronounced. Again, Michigan has a large African American population, has a surprisingly large university population. There's a lot of college students that live in the state. With the University of Michigan, you know. But also, and this is something a lot of people have been looking more into, it has like the 5th largest Arab population in the country. It's like 2.5%, which is nearly Biden's entire margin of victory. That's why this is a big deal. These are voters that are pissed off with Biden. And recent polling in the state of Michigan shows that his support has been awful with black voters, but even a bigger disaster with the Arab American population. because they're pissed at how he's handling the Israel-Hamas conflict. And that's always been the problem. Democrats put together one of the most ludicrous coalitions you could think of. You have some of the most pro-Israel groups in America being the same party as Muslim voters. How do you think that's going to go? And that's what Democrats have been banking on for 20 years. All it took was one conflict in Israel between some Muslim group for it to go to shit. And that's what we're seeing right now. And Biden's trying to play both sides because his party's 50-50 on this. Half are back in Israel, the other half, not so much. And that's Biden's problem. He tried to play in the middle, and he pissed everybody off. But in particular, the people that are not necessarily pro-Israel, which is a large chunk of the Democrat base. West, a black intellectual who has a long history with both communities, believe he is well positioned to appeal to these groups. But he's operating on a shoestring budget and with an unconventional campaign structure, raising questions about whether he has the wherewithal to make significant headway in the state. We're the only major candidate, I think, who's bringing any kind of sanity and sensitivity to the suffering in Gaza. Just strikes me that all the other three major candidates are living in Neolithic age when it comes to dealing with what's going on in the Middle East. West said in an interview. They would take us back, and I'm the only one who would take us forward. So obviously he's putting all of the marbles in one basket. This is an all-in push for these Democrats that are pissed with Biden. That's why this is significant. If Trump just gets, let's just say he got like 47, 48% in Michigan last time. Let's just say he does the exact same. Which is unlikely again with RFK, but just an example. If Cornel West just gets just 3%, and that's not including Jill Stein, who was also running something similar, Trump wins the state of Michigan by doing absolutely nothing. And considering the population of Michigan, Cornel West has a good shot of taking a chunk of the vote. Now, there's also been a big question about can Cornel West even get on the ticket because, let's face it, his campaign has been bizarre. The first-time candidate started his 2024 run on the People's Party ticket before moving to the Green Party and is now running as independent. West has also replaced campaign manager Peter Dow with 4 co-campaign managers, which is just, I don't know. That's going to be the big question. A lot of people are saying he's not going on the ticket. I think Republicans should invest millions of dollars on getting Cornel West on the ballot. Just give him just $15 million. Just $15 million and get him on every state. But hammer it in Michigan in particular. Because with the demographics of the state, it's very well possible, but can his campaign afford it? Can his campaign do it? They've switched like 15 times over and over again. I really don't know. But these are voters that Biden's struggling enough with. If you have Cornel West and Jill Stein on the ballot, appealing to a very similar group of voters, Biden is in deep trouble in the state, if that holds. Because Jill Stein's going to get a percent or two. Cornel West is the wild card. Because he still he has, in my opinion, a broader appeal to some progressive Dems than Jill Stein. Just my opinion. Based on the polling data, he does. So it really is a question of, can Cornel West get on the ballot? But I am thinking this is good news that his campaign realizes Michigan is a perfect state for them. Perfect swing state. Gives them some power over what happens. They get 2 or 3%. Trump wins the state of Michigan. And obviously, I don't think they're going to 2 to 3%, but even just 1%, that could be detrimental to the Biden campaign. But we just got to see what happens. Again, if I was the head of the GOP, I would be investing tens of millions of dollars on getting Cornel West on the ticket, getting Jill Stein on the ticket, getting some socialists on the ticket, everybody that's a leftist. Tens of millions of dollars. Hefty investment, but just 1 to 2% could swing several states to the GOP. Especially Michigan. Which makes you really wonder, Trump has a pathway to Michigan. Much more likely than I thought before the year. But who knows? Either way, folks, it's definitely a question of, can he get on the ballot? Because Jill Stein will probably get on the ballot, but him, I don't know, man. It's just a big question with his campaign, but hopefully he does. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.